beautiful Sunday, and me and Mr. Clean have come down to the lot and grabbed another coach to show to you. Kind of the same situation. This one's just been moved to the back of the pack as far as videos go. So today we're going to show you everything, the good, the bad. If we find any ugly, we're going to get Mr. Clean up on the roof. We'll show you the miles, date codes on the tires, generator hours, all that stuff. So let's get into it. And today we're out here to show you this beautiful 2018 Tiffin Allegro Breeze. It's the 33 VR. This coach may look familiar. We have had it before. The Tiffin Breeze is a very unique coach. There really isn't anything else like this made by other manufacturers. Maybe the New Air, but that's kind of in a different ballpark. You're talking about 100,000 or more when looking at a New Air compared to a Breeze. But there's a bunch of really cool things about this coach. I mean, you're under 12 feet to the AC, so it can fit in a lot of standard garages and buildings that people have built. So that's one of the things that makes this coach really popular. Also, the center of gravity on these is very low. What that does is gives you a very different feel from the cockpit and in the driver's seat, because the seat is sitting much lower than almost any other Class A motorhome. So this is going to be something that's very easy to get used to as far as driving goes. So somebody that may be intimidated by sitting up so high and those big gargantuan open windshields, this is going to be a really good feeling coach for you. And to my knowledge, this is the only or one of the only coaches in this size range that come standard with independent front suspension. We've actually been meaning to come out here and get a video on this coach for a while, but it's just been nasty weather, raining all last week, cold and just all around no fun. Today's probably the last nice day we're gonna have. I know I said that the last video, but I'm for real this time. Next week we've even got a chance for snow, so we're gonna make the best of it.
Did you mess it up again?
On the other side, we've got our real big Dometic awning. I know it doesn't look like it, and there's not really a good way for me to show you, but it's pretty breezy out here today, so we can't get that out. So really the only negatives I'm finding on the outside here, you might have I'm not sure how well you guys can see it, but a little peeling just up. It's basically on the gutter that brings the water down from the top of your roof. And then something that's really common are these stair motors, or the tracks that they run on go out or don't connect every time you use them. It's something we see a lot, and that's a pretty simple fix, no? All right, guys, on a coach this size, we want to show you how much you get in the storage bays. Mr. Clean's also going to show you the tire date codes.
All right, driver's side of the coach, we've got propane, we've got storage, we've got some more storage, poop chute included. We've got a Dirt Devil vacuum. We have our wet bay next to this, fully manual. Next up, we've got DEF fluid. Next up, surge guard, power transfer switch. 23s on the front tires. Nice. 2017s on the rear.
I don't know if you can tell, Mr. Clean's really excited.
Yeah.
Really excited about this one. Yesterday was his birthday. I think he had a really good one.
Yeah. Oh. Passenger side of the coach, we've got chassis batteries, date coded 10/16 of 23. How nice of them. Radiator fan with some customer air supply hookups right next to your air dryer. The other side of your wet bay, really good access to your holding tanks. Sensors and really good access, hydraulics as well. The other side of your storage bay, another storage bay with inverter access directly above. Also the main inverter switch as well as the house power switch. And then house batteries, also dated 10/16 of 2023. In the front end of this coach, we've got our Cummins Onan 6,000 kilowatt generator with 167 hours. All right, so small coach means small roof. Same thing as in our last video. We haven't touched this roof yet, and upon first glance, it's in excellent shape. Being such a small coach, you don't really have a whole lot on the roof. We've got 2 AC units, 2 ventilation fans, which, by the way, if you wanted some covers over the top of that fan, if you were the one to buy this coach, that's something we can always do. Just slap some covers on those if that's what you prefer. We've got our triple vision antenna up front here. Shower skylights in excellent shape, no cracks, and a wine guard road trip up front. So not a whole lot to talk about on the roof. But upon initial inspection, while I'm up here, slide toppers are in excellent shape on all 3 slides, no rips, no tears. The top of the slides themselves look good, they look sealed. Rear cap, front cap of the coach looks excellent, and it looks like they've used all silicone throughout this entire roof. None of it peeling, none of it cracking. Of course, we're going to inspect it thoroughly through the final PDI inspections. But for the most part, this roof is in excellent shape. Like Talon was saying earlier, it looks like the previous owner really did a good job at keeping up with the maintenance on the coach. And I always say, the same thing if you guys watch AZ Expert. I've heard him say this before as well. If you don't have a good roof, you don't have a good coach.
All right, guys, and before we get inside, I want to show you something that this coach has that regrettably you won't be able to find on these later model Tiffins, and that's Seamless Slides. Seamless Slides is a company out of Oregon, and these are one-piece molded fiberglass slides. So the whole slide is one solid piece of fiberglass. You never have to worry about it leaking. And I will include a picture from their website, if it's still there, of there's a guy standing in one floating on a lake. Which I thought was pretty funny. They took the Flex Steel guy's boat idea before he even thought of it. All right, guys, well, you've seen the outside. You've been on the roof, in the bays. You know it's got 23 tires up front, 2017 tires in the rear. And you can tell that this is a beautiful coach. You can see the pride of ownership and how it affects the condition of the outside of this coach. But what I'm really excited to show you is how it affects the inside. So let's hop in there and check it out. Welcome into this 2018 Tiffin Allegro Breeze 33 VR. We're going to start up front and move our way on back and show you everything. Starting up front with the dash and our cockpit. Both of these captain's chairs are in beautiful shape. I don't see any signs, major wear on either one of them. I mean, they look just about brand new. 22,047 miles. In the cockpit, we have our valid air leveling system, our controls for our Allison transmission, our camera system, camera on either side of the coach and a backup camera, and our touchscreen Bluetooth radio. Well, all right, guys, here's the money shot. Such a beautiful coach. Tiffin, their design team, just knocked it out of the park with this floor plan. They made the absolute best use of the space that they had in here. Yes, you do sacrifice a little bit of headroom and some storage room in the bays down there to be this height, to be just under 12 foot to the AC, but it doesn't feel claustrophobic in here. But by no means does it feel claustrophobic in this coach. We've got our sofa right here with a pull-out bed. And here's going to be your booth dinette. Tons of space in this booth dinette. Easily fit 4 people. Maybe even squeeze a kid in there if you need to. And this does fold down into a bed. Huge window just above the booth. Nice campside window right there so you can look out while you're eating a meal. Just next to our sofa is going to be our Samsung smart television. I love how they backlit that with an electric fireplace just below, and our Whirlpool refrigerator with ice in the freezer. I love all of the little detail that they've put into the fit and finish on this coach, even from the trim piece behind your slide out there. And I've always been a sucker for dark wood and lighter countertops. It's one of my favorite combos. And here is the hookup for our central vacuum system and a carbon monoxide sensor right there. Moving on to the galley, we've got our solid surface Corian countertop. that matches really well with all of the colors in this coach. And that is such a big galley for a 33-foot coach. You get tons of countertop space. I love this inlaid backsplash. Here's going to be our Dometic gas cooktop. These are just hefty. A dual compartment stainless steel sink, Corian covers, high point convection microwave oven. They did a great job in this galley maximizing storage, just from the size of these drawers to how deep these overhead cabinets are. Tons and tons of storage for a 33-foot coach. To the right of our galley is going to be our bathroom. The single bowl sink and the same solid surface Corian carried through. Good space in the medicine cabinet, and they really worked in a lot of storage below. We've got our porcelain gravity flush toilet, the ever important bathroom window, and then a one-piece molded fiberglass shower with a sink. And I love that Corian insert right there. It's carried over from the rest of the coach. It's little things like that that really set Tiffin apart. One little negative, I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but this transfer piece right here has come just a little bit loose. Absolutely no big deal. I'm being real picky, but I saw it, so I wanted to show it to you. Moving on back to the bedroom, but before we do, I almost missed another really cool alcove of storage. And those are some pretty deep adjustable shelves there. Coming back into the bedroom, we've got a king-sized bed, USB plugs on either side with a nightstand, and a window on both sides of the bed. And I love the headboard look that the woodwork and fabric work that Tiffin did right there gives to this bedroom. Just in front of your bed, you get another LG smart television, that same Corian countertop layered throughout. And I opened up that shade just to show you how big that window is. It really lets a lot of light in here. I love that. And that'll be an emergency egress window too. And then storage everywhere you look. They've really packed it in, and that's exactly what you need in a coach this size. Moving back to our closet, you do have a little step up. And then we've got full length hanging back here. Tons of room. Looks like these shelves may have been added, but I love that. Got some extra throw pillows in there for your couch or bed. And you get mirrors on both your closet doors. How you guys doing? One question you should always ask yourself when looking at a motorhome, especially something smaller, is how does it look with the slide outs in? How accessible is it if I'm going down the road and need to stop off for a quick nap or meal or whatever it may be? So let's get these slides put in and we're going to show it to you. All right, guys, starting up front. You comfy?
Pretty comfy.
As you know, he's pretty long.
Yeah.
Got even a little more room to go back if you need to. How's the leg room, Cameron?
That's pretty good. I mean, this is comfy for me. This is about where I'd sit. I've got plenty of space up front. Some room to go back, some room to tilt the seat. I mean, what more could you ask for, right?
Good room behind the passenger seat as well. And let's get on back to the back. So pretty good room, good lane to walk through. I don't have to turn sideways or anything. Full access to your booth dinette, full access to sit on the couch. You'd have to move past, but full access to your refrigerator if you need to get drinks. Plenty of space to work here to make sandwiches or snacks while you're on the road. Moving on back, full access to your bathroom and to your bedroom. Bed still lays flat even with the slide out in, so you can stop off, walk straight back, lay down and take a nap. You would have to climb over the bed to get to your back closet there, but you know, that's common in most Class A motorhomes. So all in all, I'd give this Breeze an 8 or 9 out of 10 as far as using it with the slides in. You can get to everything in here, use every system you need to, and there's plenty of room to move around. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I've done this coach justice. I'm learning, I'm trying to get better. And let me know what you think down in the comments about my job going over this coach, about the coach itself. And if I missed anything, feel free to point it out. You're not going to hurt my feelings. For anybody who just clicked on this video to see mine and Mr. Clean's shenanigans, or to see a beautiful Tiffin Breeze, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Leave us a like if you like the video. But this next part of the video might get a little boring for you. I'm going to sit down and just very briefly go through our process, what we do to these coaches to get them ready for the next owner, and just in general how we do business. Going to keep it pretty short and sweet. If you're looking at a motorhome like this from another dealer, my biggest recommendation, what you can do to save yourself the most money and most time, is to get an inspection. We welcome outside inspections. We do it when we go to buy ones to represent. Have someone go out there that's certified, has good reviews, to look at that motorhome before you give them money. The second piece to that, what goes hand in hand, is reviews. Dealers cannot hide from Google reviews. So if you want to be listed on Google with your phone number and your address, all that stuff where folks can find you, you also accept the responsibility of Google reviews. So good reviews, bad reviews, dealers cannot hide from those, and it really shows you how they are doing business. Go check our Google reviews, check the Google reviews of any dealer that you're considering doing business with. All right, guys, real quick. Here at Soul Motor Coach, we do 3 inspections. So what we're gonna do is, just like any of you guys, we're gonna do our due diligence before any money is exchanged and have an inspector go out, take a look at the coach, and make sure it's what we think it is. So they're gonna check the major systems like the AC, make sure that the engine's running fine, we've got no bad lights on, the generator's working, all of that kind of stuff, just to make sure it's what we think it is and how it was represented to us. The second inspection is going to start when our driver picks it up to bring it up here. Sometimes these coaches have to travel 800-900 miles, sometimes as much as 1,500 to 2,000 miles. So that driver is going to be making a list of things that go wrong or things that he sees on his way back up, because that's a really good way to shake down a motorhome, is take it on a big road trip. Once the coach gets here, our second inspection continues. We're going to put our guys in it, and basically what they're going to do is similar to what we were doing in the first inspection. They're going to check all of the major systems, and really what they're doing is getting an idea of anything that we're going to have to order to keep our timeline on the pre-delivery inspection. That's what we're going to talk about next, and that's the biggest thing. All right, guys, sorry if the audio's a little weird now. I had to switch to my personal phone because something happened with the other phone. So anyhow, our third and final inspection, that's the most important thing. That's when you decide that this is the coach for you, it moves into our pre-delivery inspection, our PDI. So we're gonna put our guys in it. They're gonna go through every system, touch every button, make sure everything is working how it should. They're gonna service the engine, the generator, and anything else that needs serviced. It's going to get a wheels off chassis inspection. They're going to inspect your brakes, lube your chassis. They are going to go through and fix anything and everything that they find. We don't handcuff the guys down there at the shop. Cameron can tell you that. So they got the credit card on file. If they find something that needs fixed, it just gets done, because we want this coach to be as close to perfect as a used motorhome can be when it's time for you to come pick it up. And that leads me into the next part, which is delivery. It's time to come pick up your motorhome. Delivery day, as we call it. We don't want to just pitch you the keys and wish you good luck. We want you to spend at least a night or two on site with us, plugged in, full of our fresh water. That way we can designate one of our technicians to you to show you how to use all of the systems in the coach, how to set it up, how to break it down. That way, when it's time for you to leave, you know exactly how to operate your machine, and it allows you to do your own inspection. So our guys down at the shop, they're very, very good, but sometimes they do miss things. You know, maybe there's a cabinet that needs adjusted, or you're having an issue getting the TV on, whatever it may be. We can take care of that while you're here on site with us, because we don't want you to leave until you're 100% comfortable and 100% satisfied. Financing is very simple. We have financing. We got all of the same banks that the big dealers do, all of the same rates. We are starting to see rates trend down. Hopefully that continues. I'm not the one to be quoting you interest rates, so I'm not going to do that. But we have seen rates start to fall. Pricing is very, very simple. The price that you see posted online, that's our price. We're a one-price dealer. But at that price, all of the services that I've provided, PDI, no matter what they find or what we have to do, and your delivery is all included in that price We don't charge any extra to the customer. Trade-ins. We love trade-ins. If you're trading up or you're trading down, maybe you've been in a big 45-foot coach and you want something that's just a little easier to maneuver around, we love them all. So we use ACV, or actual cash value. That means we would be willing to write a check for that number that we give to you, whether you buy ours or not. The only stipulation to that is it has to be a unit that we want to represent and resell here at Sewell Motor Coach. If it's something like a fifth wheel or travel trailer, we will absolutely still take it on trade-in, but what we're going to do is we're going to reach out to some of our wholesale connections, 2 or 3 of those guys, and we are going to get the best bid for your coach. And if you decide not to buy ours, we're happy to try and hook you up with that wholesaler. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've had a ton of fun doing it. I hope I represented this coach well. Give us a like, shoot a comment down there about something I missed, or something dumb that we did, or something dumb you have an idea for us to do in the future. Hit subscribe if you like this type of content, and the bell if you would like to be notified about new coaches that we're making videos about. If you can, that makes the biggest difference in the world. If you know somebody that may like to see this motorhome or may just like this style of content, thank you guys again for watching, and you guys have a blessed day.